What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Angel coming at you. Not with a haul. Um, I had a lot of people ask me to see my Slav books. So this video is just a collection video. I never done one of this ones before. So in the comment section, let me know what you guys think about this. If you guys like it, you guys hate it. So I'm gonna show you guys my Slav game, and if this video goes well, then I'll do another video with my runs, probably like my Captain America run, my Miss Marvel run, my Iron Fist run. I haven't really been picking up books recently, so I just thought I'd do a video. Alright, here we go, guys. Bear with me, it's a lot of them, but we'll get through this together. First book I got is Descenders #1. That's the variant cover number B. I got that book from a raffle from Planet Collectibles over in IG. It was a giveaway, so I won that book. 9.6 CGC. Then I have Batman number 44, signed by Scott Snyder, the Baltimore Comic Con variant. I actually picked that book up in the Baltimore Comic Con last year. I just picked it up. I was right there with Scott Snyder. This is a jock cover, and I had him signed. It came back at 9.4 CGC. I don't know, man. Whatever, I guess. You know. Then I got Wolverine #1, part of the 4-part Frank Miller Wolverine miniseries. It's written by Chris Claremont. I think Joe Rubenstein does the artwork or the inks inside, if I'm not mistaken. Or Joe Rubenstein does the cover and art inside. I picked this book up as part of a trade. CGC 8.0. I really like that miniseries. Alright, so let me put this back in the bag, guys. I hope everybody's having a good Sunday. This is probably the last Sunday without football. Yay, it's back. Alright, right here I got Witches #1, CGC 9.6, signed by Scott Snyder. The art is by Jock. Image Comics. Pretty creepy book. If you guys haven't read it, go ahead and I suggest picking it up. Alright, so I have that. Then I have Legends #3. First appearance of the new Modern Suicide Squad, CGC 9.2. That book, I actually submitted it. I bought it raw on eBay. I paid $10 for it, and it came back at 9.2. So that's that. This book right here was part of that same batch that I submitted. Daredevil 168, first appearance of Elektra from the Frank Miller run. It's a very good storyline. The whole Frank Miller Daredevil run is really good. If you guys haven't checked it out, I suggest you guys check it out. Daredevil 168 6.0. I actually bought this book at eBay, and then the guy had it as a VF Plus. When the book came, man, there was no way the book was VF Plus. It had a Foxen in the back, and there was some other stuff wrong with it, so it came back at 6.0. I actually got partial refund for that. So then this book right here, Fantastic Four #44, first appearance of Gorgon. He's the enforcer, I guess you can say, for the Inhumans. That cover is by Jack Kirby. The story is by Stan Lee. That's CGC 5.5. That was part of that batch of Daredevil. This book, actually, I picked it up on eBay raw for $20. Came back at 5.5, which I was pretty pleased with. For a Silver Age key, I'll take it. You know, fine. Plus, if I'm not mistaken. So really nice book right here. And actually, you know, the Inhuman stuff, they're always saying, oh, they're gonna make a movie, they're not gonna make a movie. So I don't know what the deal is. Hopefully they will. This one I bought it for $49.99 free shipping on eBay. Avengers Annuals #10, CVCS 8.5, white pages. Chris Claremont story. First appearance of Rogue. Very underrated book right here, man. And it doesn't really fetch that much money for some reason, and I'm surprised, man, why this book doesn't go for that much money, and it should, but I guess it doesn't. Very nice Bronze Age key. If you guys don't have it, I suggest picking it up. Like I said, a very affordable book for a major key. This one right here is one of my favorite ones. Captain America 110, first appearance of Madame Hydra. That's from the Steranko Captain America. CGC 5.5. It's actually signed by Steranko right there. I got it signed at the New York Comic Con. Man, I really love that cover, man. Jim Steranko, he's just awesome. And Jim Steranko did Captain America 110, 111, and 112. 111 is actually a very nice cover. Number 12 is The Death of Captain America. That's another awesome cover, and the artwork, man, is amazing inside of it, and the story is actually very well written as well. So if you guys get a chance, man, I suggest you guys reading Captain America 110, 11, and 12 as part of the Steranko Captain America, and you guys will love it. I guarantee it. You guys will fall in love with it. Great story, great cover. What can I say, man? This book right here, I picked it up from Mike the Big Tato. Captain America 360, 9.4 off white to white pages. First appearance of Crossbones. CVCS 9.4. That's part of the Bloodstones hunt. The story, I guess, is okay. I don't know what else to say about the story. You guys should check it out if you guys haven't. It's worth a read. He kind of had like a part in Civil War, nothing too major, So, that's pretty cool cover as well. I got here Nick Fury Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. number 1. CGC 7.0 off-white pages, signed by Steranko. This was also signed at the New York Comic Con. I picked this book up on eBay, raw, for $60. Came back, and actually the guy had it graded as a fine VF, and the guy hit it right on the money. Came back a 7.0, what he had graded at. So I was shockingly surprised that the guy had actually graded right according to what CGC would have. He didn't undergrade it, he didn't overgrade it, which was a shock. Really like that cover, man. Steranko's just a genius. Man, this Nick Fury Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. There's so many awesome covers in that in that run, and so the artwork is amazing, man. Jim Steranko's just a genius. So if you guys haven't checked it out, I suggest you guys check that out too as well. So let me take those books down. We'll get some of the better stuff, we can say. I mean, everything is good, I guess, for me. They're my slabs, so I'm very biased towards my slabs. I think they're the best. This is one of my favorite books that I own, actually. Harley Quinn Suicide Squad April Fool's Special number 1. Sketch done by Ann Lucia. It's a Harley Quinn sketch signed by Ann Lucia, done at the Hawaii Con. Man, he was such a nice guy, man. When I met him, I asked him if he can draw a sketch for me. He told me that his commission was booked, but he can do like a quick sketch. And man, I was very pleased. It was my wife's idea, actually, to do Harley Quinn with a Hawaiian theme. She has the flowers right there. And man, this sketch came out gorgeous, man. I really like it. Alias number 1. First appearance with Jessica Jones. CGC 9.4. I bought it for $100. That book has cooled down a lot since, the TV show. But I just wanted to have it, That story is by Brian Michael Bendis, and very graphic story. It's really good, actually. I really enjoy reading it. So that's that. Not much to say about that. Then I have Thief of Thieves, CGC 9.4. This story is by Robert Kirkman. Uh, this story is based on a retired uh, thief. He's retired, so he doesn't steal from people anymore. He's trying to recover his family again, and so he retires from the thieving game. But he's actually stealing from other robbers. That's the twist to this story. Very good story, like, a very Kirkman story. So it was supposed to be a TV show. They say it's still in the works. I still enjoy the series. That's actually one of my uh, few modern books that I read from my pull list that I have. That along Harley Quinn, Thief of Thieves, Outcast, and The Walking Dead. Speaking of The Walking Dead, The Walking Dead 108, first appearance of Ezekiel and Shiva, signed by Robert Kirkman, CGC 9.6. Got that signed at the Hawaii Con. If you guys haven't seen the trailer for the new season, actually, Ezekiel is gonna make his appearance with Shiva, the tiger. He's part of the kingdom, and in the comic books, the kingdom, Rick and the Alexandria community, they team up to try to take down Negan. And it's a very, very, very good story. That's where the all-out war happens. And Ezekiel is a major part of that story. So if you guys haven't read that book, it's kind of a book that I'm starting to pick up some heat. And it's a really good read too. So that's that. I actually picked that book up raw, by the way. The Incredible Hulk 330. This is the first artwork of Todd McFarlane for Marvel. CGC 9.6. I picked this book up graded already at Second and Charles for $50. His signature's right there on the leg. Very nice signature placement. Very gorgeous signature. Only like Todd McFarlane can do. What else can I say, man? He had a very good long-standing run at Incredible Hulk before Spider-Man. So, and speaking of Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man number 50, CGC 4.5, first appearance of Wilson Fisk, aka the Kingpin. My wife picked this book up for me, man. John Romita Sr. cover, very iconic cover. What else can I say about this book? But Jesus, man, I was so stoked when my wife picked it up for me. So there it is, right there. And I don't know if you guys know, but I like Kirby. I'm a big Kirby guy. New Gods number 1. First appearance of Orion. A bunch of other characters. CBCS 6.5. Off-white to white pages. This is the Fourth World stuff, which is picking up a lot of steam, man, with people. Especially with New Gods number 7. The first appearance of Steppenwolf, which is going to be the main villain in JLA. But this stuff, man, is very awesome. Very great artwork, and I think Jack Kirby did some of his best work when he switched over to DC. And this is just a proof that he was king, because he was able to adjust to eras from the Golden Age, Silver Age, later Silver Age stuff, and I think this might be Bronze actually. So he was king for 3 different comic book periods, and this is where he did his best work, in my opinion, in DC with the Fourth World stuff. That's just my opinion. I love old Kirby artwork, but just my opinion. Strange Tales 180. And by the way, I picked that book up, the CVCS one. I picked that book up for $50 already slab. Strange Tales 178, first appearance of Magus. This is by Jim Starlin. It's actually signed by Jim Starlin, CGC 8.0, and this has white pages. For my first haul that I ever did, for my first show that I ever went to, I picked this book up for $20, and I had Jim Starlin sign it, or actually my wife had Jim Starlin sign it, because I was wearing that Scott Snyder line, and she was wearing the Jim Starlin line, and came back at 8.0. Man, this stuff, the Strange Tales stuff that he did, is awesome. His artwork, his cosmic artwork, with Thanos, Captain Marvel, Warlock, Magus, whatever. Great stuff, man. If you guys haven't read it, it's kind of weird, actually. That guy must have been on some LSD or some type of shit. but it was good, man. It's good artwork. The storyline is you know, but the artwork is just pops at you, man. It really does. All right, I have The Walking Dead right here, 100. First appearance of Negan and Lucille. CGC 9.8. Signed by Robert Kirkman, and I kind of fucked this one up because I had the signature placed on the back and it's black, so it blends in with that dark cover. I wanted it silver, but it got signed in black. It's my book. I don't plan on selling it, so it's cool. But if I would do it all over again, I would probably have red or silver. So. All right, let's get to some other books. We're getting to the good stuff here. Well, kind of. Right here I have Marvel Preview number 2. This is the first origins of the Punisher, CGC 6.0. If you guys remember, I went to Maryland to pick this book up, and what can I say? Came back at 6.0, white pages. Alright, this book is a recent acquisition from Darkside Jedi, my boy Ryan. He hooked me up with this book, Batman 635 9.0. First appearance of Jason Todd as the Red Hood. If you guys haven't read that storyline, man, it's a must. It's a must read, seriously. And they also have an animated film too. If you guys haven't checked it out, it actually goes with the story. It's a lot similar to this storyline. Very good storyline, man. Check it out if you guys haven't. I actually traded my copy to Rich Lightning 2388, and I wanted this book back. And I know this book is on the verge of exploding, so I wanted to get it now, and I got it. So there's that. And my wife got me this for my birthday. Iron Fist number 14. Off-white to white pages. First appearance of Sabretooth, CVCS 7.0. First appearance of Sabretooth, like I said, aka Victor Creed. Storyline by Chris Claremont. And John Byrne did the artwork inside of it. And they actually started in Marvel Preview number 25. That was the first team up of Chris Claremont and John Byrne, and they had an epic run in X-Men, obviously. But if you guys haven't checked out the Iron Fist stuff, if you guys like the X-Men storylines and the artwork, man, the Iron Fist stuff with this too is just as good, man, and it's underrated. And you know, he's coming out on Netflix, and I suggest you guys, you know, give it a read, man. It's really worth it. This Iron Fist, I can't say enough about it, man. It's really awesome story, really great artwork, and I just love it, man. I love Iron Fist, so that's my recommendation to you guys. Speaking of Miss Marvel number 1, CGC 7.0 off-white to white pages. That covers by John Romita. Another book. That's the first appearance of Miss Carol Danvers as Miss Marvel. Okay, I have seen this over and over again on Instagram, and it drives me crazy, man. People say it's the first appearance of Carol Danvers. This is not the first appearance of Carol Danvers. Marvel Superheroes number 13 is the first appearance of Carol Danvers. This right here is the first appearance of Carol Danvers as Miss Marvel. You know, in this storyline or whatever, you know, she... Alright, let me break it down for some people who might still have this misconception. Okay, in Marvel Superheroes number 13, she's introduced as, you know, this Air Force pilot. Alright? And, you know, she has a lot of problems with alcohol. When we get to Miss Marvel number 1, her storyline, she doesn't know that she has superpowers. She obtains her superpowers in Captain Marvel number 18. That's where she gets her superpowers. She's hit by this radioactive monstroid, and that's how she obtains her powers. Right here, she's working for Jonah Jameson. As you guys know, he's the Bugle reporter. And she gets a job as a writer for his magazine. And you know, this guy's kind of like a feminist, man. You know, kind of trying to lowball her and doesn't respect her as a woman or as a writer. She's trying to lowball her. She gets a job with him. She starts to have migraines. She doesn't know who she is. She doesn't know that she's Miss Marvel. So in those migraines, she turns into Miss Marvel. Carol Danvers turns into Miss Marvel when she's having those migraines, headaches. And that's why this is the first issue as her as Miss Marvel. But she doesn't know that she's Miss Marvel yet. That's revealed later on in this series. In Miss Marvel #2, we find out her origins because she doesn't know who she is. So, just FYI. And it's been confirmed who's gonna be Miss Marvel. And this book, you know, went off the roof. Anyways, that's my rant for that. I'll stop with that. Oh, look at that. Another Miss Marvel #18. Or Miss Marvel #18. First full appearance of Mystique. This is actually Chris Claremont's story. It's actually signed by Chris Claremont, CGC 9.0 white pages. I picked this up on my local comic book shop, raw, for $100. And I might have overpaid for it, but you know, it came back at 9.0, so I can't really complain about it. I really love Carol Danvers' Miss Marvel. She's my favorite female superhero. I have her complete run. So here it is. This is one of my favorite books right here, man, that I own. Marvel Preview #4, first appearance of Peter Quill, aka Star-Lord. They announced the new Guardians of the Galaxy. I seen the trailer. I can't wait for it. One of my top 3 favorite Marvel superhero movies. The artwork in this magazines is amazing. The thing about it, man, is hard to find these magazines in high grade because they were magazines. That's what they were in the 70s. You know, people didn't collect them; they just tossed them out. I was stoked to get a 9.0 in it. What can I say about it? It's black and white inside of it. You know, the artwork doesn't have any colors in it. It's kind of like a magazine. It usually has other stories in it. So that's what I'm gonna say about that. This was a gift right here for my birthday for my boy Leaf, man. Submariner #1. The origins retold of Submariner. Gorgeous, gorgeous cover by John Buscema, man. CGC 7.0 off-white pages. What else can I say about this book but gorgeous? I'm gonna leave it at that. And Marvel recently got his rights back. So let me get these books out of the way. We'll get to the best 4 books, in my opinion, right here that I have CGC. This is a very special book to me right here. Avengers #8, first appearance of Kang the Conqueror. CGC 5.5 or CVCS 5.5 off-white white pages. I got this book about almost 4 years ago for my wife for my birthday. It was raw. It's not pressed. Came back at 5.5. Art by Jack Kirby, story by Stan Lee. What I wanted to say about this book right here is Kang is one of my favorite baddies. Okay, I don't think he gets the recognition, and I don't think this book gets the recognition it deserves for such a major key. In my opinion, is very cheap. You can pick it up on the cheap. Like you guys know, Kang is a time traveler. So he comes to this era where the superheroes are, or the Avengers, and he's from the 3000, I want to say, the time span, 3000 years, and he has futuristic weapons. So, but he makes his appearance in Fantastic Four #19 as Ramadan. Because he's a time traveler. He made that destination stop, and you actually find that out in this issue right here, that he made a stop in that era, and he was Ramadan as Kang the Conqueror, and you actually physically see him. So Avengers 19 is the first appearance of Ramadan, who eventually becomes Kang the Conqueror. So there's that. This book right here was a major hookup by my boy Leaf. Another one. What If or Venom Possessed Deadpool, CGC 9.0. Scotty Young cover, signed by Scotty Young. What else can you say, man? Low print run book. Amazing cover. I'll leave it at that. Alright, here we go. Werewolf by Night number 32. First appearance of Spectre, aka Moon Knight. CGC 6.0 off white pages. Oh, this book, man, it is fire, man. It has picked up some steam, man. This book right here probably fetching $600 right now. What else can I say about it? Such an amazing book, man. You guys should check it out. You guys should get a copy. And the best book that I have CGC is this bad girl right here. Batman Adventures number 12, first appearance of Harley Quinn. White pages 8.5 CGC. I picked that book up for $30 on my local comic shop, like about a year ago. I piss people or Deadpool fans off because I tell them that this book is more valuable, and I'm not trying to piss them off. It's the truth. This was a kid's book, so the print run in this book is actually lower than New Mutants 98. It's what it is. One of the hottest female characters. The story actually is pretty shitty inside of it, but it's her first appearance. So this is my CGC collection, guys. This video is a little bit too long. Just let me know what you guys think about it, man. And I'll probably do more videos like that if you guys like this stuff, alright? Until next time, YouTube, it's your boy Angel coming at you with another haul, man. Peace.